Finding. Motherfucker, if we lose the goddamn Thunder in Game 7, fuck. Is it D'Antoni? Is it Harden? How the fuck do you lose to OKC in 7 games? Fuck. Is this what it is? Westbrook and Harden? Neither of them natural leaders? So they can't win the big dogs? Fuck. How do you lose to OKC, Rockets? Jesus Christ. Alright. We gotta get going. It's 10 minutes to this exciting news with the stupid, where are we at these days? What is it? It's the final countdown. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Fuck, puppy. Why do you always come when I fucking sing, dude? Are my octaves fucking you up? Am I doing the dog whistle on you? If so, I apologize. You gonna sit right there and be good? Alright, that's cool. Because I gotta get into the intro. What up, Drip? What up, Drift? Let's get to getting this bitch started. Hey y'all, welcome on to IG16 Games, and I'm live at 9:51 a.m. This is Wednesday because it's State of the Game Day, but it's Central Time, Texas Time, H-Town Time, and it's State of the Game time. All we're doing is just going to find out about Skyscraper, some new weapons, some balancing, all boring shit. What up, Manderson? Just excited to see what we got here with Skyscraper. This is their last fucking... This is the Hail Mary. Because, what did we hear last night? That they could be down by January? God damn, that's a short... They didn't even make it 2 years. They made it a year and 3/4. Yeah, 3/4. You can't even make it 2 years, man. Oh, thanks for sharing. Gotta do that myself. Oh, so let's just get straight into the action because I don't have much time. We got a little, yeah. I haven't checked Cassie yet. She's still here. Cool. Oh, fuck me. Give me a safe house. Thanks for liking. Raymond. Something felt wrong. When am I gonna quit? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to invent something you just put in your mouth. You occasionally have to spit. Thanks for liking, B. Oh, shit. Let's hurry up and go check this bitch. Yeah, my world tier's on normal. I play like a little bitch. Come on, baby. Get this run. I'm going to be late for the State of the Game. Patience, people. Oh, I got to get the share out, too. Better run forward, Wade. You ducking the law? You better run some. The black side, the black side. Why the fuck am I so far away? Oh, we got these little guys. I'm not even gonna shoot. That's all you, allies. Agents are here! Yeah, fuck yourselves. Yeah, I got this. The black is hot. Come on, baby. Of course. Who the fuck are y'all, man? Suck my dick. Bop. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I'm fucking with you. Where am I? Am I on the wrong side? Give me a map, puppy. Isn't that the entrance right there? Decoy. Get him, Decoy. Get him. I guess I gotta go in here. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this side. I look like I'm on the wrong side. There. Yeah, it's over there. Oh, I had to go around the corner. Oh, I hate the fucking castle. Okay, I think I'm going on. I think I got this. I think I got this. I hate this part. Oh, suck a dick. Oh, there we go. Yes. Alright. Woo. That decoy fucking worked. We need to raid. Yeah, we do. I'm kind of busy. I gotta help a family friend. Luckily, it's a little paying gig, but I need to. Fuck you, snitch. I need to, she's going on a trip, so I need to help, like, clean the house and do some final touches before she leaves. I gotta cut some wood for some custom frames that I do. Alright, let's see what she got. Yeah. You're reliable. We got a max. Forge. Shield splinter. And, yep, none. Negotiator backpack. Ongoing. Chest. True. Gloves. Upset stomach diarrhea. Hardwire knee pads. Striker holster. God damn. Just shit the bed, didn't you, Cassie? Holy shit. Upset stomach diarrhea. Hey, don't copyright me, Facebook. I guess you technically could. It is the radio. Alright. Cassie sucks real bad. I'm glad I didn't wake up to see if I'd make a video for that. I mean, what's the best she can do? She won't give you any exclusives with like DZ exclusives with names. Other than that shield splinter that 1 week. I guess the only thing to look forward to is one of those top two being God rolls for a named item, and or the what is it, Hunter Killer, which I haven't made a build for yet. Gracias, Bianca. GG. Gracias. 3 minutes. Yeah, get off the game. Thank you. I hate not spawning in at the White House to start the game. Damn, man. Where's the PS5s? Alright. www. Full screen that bitch. Thanks for liking, Mr. Manderson. Bookmarks. Stay in the game. Come on. Please be set there already. 2 minutos. Fuck the Miami Heat. Ah, yes. I love it when they have it ready. Here we go. Upset stomach diarrhea. 700? Only 700 are watching with the 2 minutes to go? Y'all lost the player base, man. Holy shit. Y'all are giving us news today about the new game mode. 800 now. Pre-gaming this bitch. Man. Y'all done fucked up. I want to read more into this news about y'all be closing down y'all's like fucking team in January if y'all don't meet like some quota in sales or some shit. Not even 2 years, man. Y'all had to try too much. Y'all had to fucking try too much. You had the fucking blueprint with 1.7 in TD1. Three DZs. And they're not even different except for the ODZ. Oh, look, this is a change of scenery. This is in the residential area. 3DZs. No new game modes this whole time. You know what they did? They wasted it with making additional missions. Where you got, what, Camp White Oak, the Zoo, Pentagon, Kinley College, total fucking fail. Oh shit, share! Share! Move, Division Tweet! We're live. I'm live, bitch. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Move, Division Tweet! Let me, live record. Ba, 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 ba.
Greetings everyone and welcome to State of the Game number 169 today on the 2nd of September 2020. I hope everyone's keeping well. Do you remember? Virus free and all that good stuff. Today's going to be September. Like in the stream intro that this one's probably going to be a little bit longer. We've been talking about for weeks that
I ain't got that time. I ain't got that kind of time, Hamish.
Other stuff, and I want to get stuck right in. So I'm going to cut over to my buddies Bruce and Mackenzie.
Oh, new people.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey.
How you guys doing? Bruce, it looks like you're in the office and Mackenzie, you're at home.
Correct, yes. And we're excited to be here and talk about Skyscraper and the new gear that's coming.
Nice. We should also mention that it's an internal name, Skyscraper. And
yes, the summit.
Dwayne Johnson cameos.
The whole thing real soon. Anyway, before we get stuck right in, I want to go over the priority alerts for today.
Bruce Kelly, that sounds like an NFL coach
we
name.
Fixed an issue that caused the sniper turret to sometimes have inconsistencies when aiming and shooting. Fixed an issue that caused the checkpoint before the final boss to not work when playing title based on heroic. And also enabling the Season 2 level skips to purchase in the in-game store. Like
didn't get a checkpoint
Season
there.
1, you can now do that if you didn't get the levels that you wanted to. I do want to now move over to just giving a quick recap of what we've said for TU11, which we have coming up very
Rainbow.
soon. So we've
Stupid
talked about it
apparel
before,
mods.
the new game mode, and Mackenzie has told us it is called the Summit. Season 3 is on the way with TU11, new gear, and again, we are aware that that image is an image of the Regulus. We're going to go over some of that new gear today. Appearance mods, we talked about last week. Rainbow Loot
What I'm blocking, that's new game mode.
Some small changes to the plans for that as well, and the agnostic mods that we talked about
Hey,
last
y'all,
week
welcome on.
with Nikki. Okay. Now, let's jump straight into the big...
Click, click.
big heavy hitter, and the reason why a lot of people are here today, and that is the new game.
Thanks for liking, Minion.
I love having pretty art to show, so this is a nice thing to have on the stream. Mackenzie, can you give us a bit of a rundown of what the intention is from a game designer perspective for the Summit?
Yes, of course. Yeah, so with the Summit, we wanted to build a new game mode for the division that's really focused on PvE replayability. And so our goal was to create something that's easy to jump in, it's action-packed, and it's going to feel like a fresh experience each time you hop in. And to really do that, we've thought of it kind of as the greatest hits of the PvE experiences that you've already had in the division. And so it's like, you know, you have all the factions in it, you have these environments that can change sport to sport. We have objectives that you've kind of seen before and some fresh new ones that are, so it should always be an exciting kind of experience that you don't know what you're going to get on the floor. That you'll get to floor 50, and this time it might be cleaners, and it might be a rescue the hostage objective, but the next time that you play floor 50, it might be something else. And it might be the Rikers, and you might need to destroy some servers to disable some hacked big dogs. And so it's always going to be something fresh and new and hopefully exciting on that floor. And so, you know, it's something that when you want to hop on the Division and play with your friends at night, it's just super easy to hop in the skyscraper and know that you're going to get that nice new experience each time.
Cool. Can we just clarify a little bit, because I know we had this similar discussion when we launched with Underground back in Division 1, and there was a little bit of confusion around randomized and procedural and that sort of thing.
So he didn't knock anybody down. He's nice today.
There are floors that are preset geometrically with random spawns on them, and then
Isn't that what Underground was? Unpredictable.
Yeah, so there are like dozens of floor sections with like a predefined look and layout. And then when we go to this certain floor, we choose one of those.
He said dozens?
And we also choose one of a random set of factions for that floor.
Random sets.
And if it's got directives on it, we choose a set of random directives for that as well. And so it's all predefined, but the way that you'll get it is random. And so it'll, you know, yeah.
Okay. Thanks for liking Mike and Dizzy.
Questions. I want to give a bit of a look to the audience of what it actually looks like, because Ella, George, and I had a chance to play through it recently on a test, and you'll see us approaching what is the elevator. Can you talk us through what this experience is and how it works going into the summit for the first time, or the second time, or the third time?
Yeah. So the first time that you come in, you'll see this menu. And you'll only be able to go to floor number 1. And so the first time that you summit, you need to move your way up
are every 10 levels.
And then once you've completed floor 10, because the 10th floors are boss levels. So floor 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on are each boss levels. And once you've beaten a boss level, you unlock the rally point. For the floor after that. So you can see on this, which is paused that there's floor 11, 21, 31, etc. So if you've beaten the 10th floor boss, you will be able to, on any time you replay the skyscraper, just immediately go to floor 11.
I would imagine a healer may be critical.
People who want, you know, challenging content, they'll be oftentimes just fast traveling to 21 or 31. For those who want heroic, they'll be going to maybe 61 all the time. And if you're a legendary fan, you'll be going to 81.
Nice. And so a lot of legendary content. That's really cool.
Yes.
So 20 levels of legendary.
Dynamic. So it shall be interesting because, you know, the strongholds, we predefined the spawns for
20
those,
levels.
This is going to be a fresh experience each time for legendary players. So yeah, it's going to be pretty challenging.
30
We've actually
levels of heroic.
reduced the number of directives for the top 2 floor segments there to 3, based off feedback we got from the ETF this past weekend, actually. So it should hopefully not as grueling.
Cool.
Who was this ETF? I don't trust y'all anymore. Leaking shit out.
Clarity,
the fucking raids.
Fades and edits in here, because I wanted to show people the first, I think, we get to 11 or 12 floors in this little test, which took us about just over half an hour.
You're shooting at
Obviously,
an immune doggy.
Harder than this, but I wanted people to see how some of this works. So you'll see it switching back between my view.
What's that icon above their head?
As well. There's also, and people have already peeped a new weapon. They're looking at new gear sets. They're looking at a bunch of new stuff. So we're gonna later in the stream go over what those are with.
That SMG sounds like shit. So,
yes,
sounds like a pea shooter.
I did see a question before, Mackenzie, that I want to throw at you. Is there matchmaking for this?
Yes. So you can matchmake.
Oh, this is floor 1. I'm about to say, he just got lit up and took no fucking damage.
The 30 floors of challenging, you'll say challenging is what you want to matchmake for, just like a mission, like a normal main mission, and you'll get placed with a group on the section.
Awesome. And as before, all of the Division 2 factions are present in the summit. The other thing I do want to clarify is that this will be free for all players who own the Warlords of New York expansion. So with TU11, you will have access to this. No med kit reliant. This is not the house. It is an SMG though, and go over it a little bit later.
How much does this shit cost?
Wait, Bruce, what is it called again?
Better be free.
It's called the Backfire.
Oh, don't they gotta make money to stay alive?
People,
staying alive?
Yes, this is free for people who own Warlords of New York. You do not need to purchase it if you own Warlords already.
Answered.
Can you talk a little bit how targeted loot works, or is intended to work when this mode comes out?
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. So the way that we have it set up is that it's a single targeted loot type for the entire skyscraper, regardless of like what floors you're playing.
Okay.
And
well,
so
yeah, you wouldn't
really
want it on normal
feedback on this. We
or hard
back and forth internally about what's the best option for this. So we're gonna test it out in the PTS as having a single targeted loot for the whole building,
I guess,
and we'll kind of go from there based off feedback.
Cool. Let's talk about the.
I love close quarter combat.
I've seen some questions in chat about.
I love this.
Is it friendly to solo players? Can I go from, top to bottom solo, or is Legendary gonna?
Throw some nades, people.
How's that being handled?
So it is all built to be able to be done solo. So everything should scale to 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, 4. The Legendary, it's going to be challenging for sure. You really need to be at the top of your game to do that solo, even the strongholds currently, and I think it's going to be very much still true here.
Destroy the servers.
I see some other questions. Stage works and J Real were asking in chat about rogues and hunters and those kind of random spawns. Is that something that's in there right now, or maybe in the future?
So I will say that rogue agent encounters can occur throughout the so those will randomly happen for you. I'm not going to say
automatically
anything about hunters, though.
So you would lose the objective, take out the rogues, and then you clear that level, I would imagine.
I'm just gonna look. You gotta look at Bruce's face. Look at this. He's like, he knows stuff. I'm gonna go back because the gameplay footage is far more interesting than our faces. We're about halfway through it, and I wanted to make sure that people get to see as much of this as possible. I don't think we have a date for the PTS just yet. I'm going to check my notes again. Since no, I do have a date, but I'll get to that a little bit later in the stream. So make sure you hang around for news on when the PTS is becoming available.
God, he is getting fucking... Dude, he hasn't lost that bonus armor that whole time. He was getting shot by like 3-4 different NPCs.
Did you have a chance to play on the test server?
I did, yeah.
What's your take?
It's pretty neat. We played for a couple hours on Friday and did the first 30 floors.
It's possible.
And it was fun. It was fun. It was especially fun for me as a way to just sort of it kind of I mean, we'll talk about it in a bit, but I tried to combine as much of the new gear as possible. And I mean, I would, of course we design these things not within a vacuum, but with considering this SMG, this exotic does this, and then the new gear set does that, and the new brand is also through synergy. We always try to make these things.
We had 2 EB drops yesterday, by the way.
Package, right? But it was really validating to throw a build together that used the new gear set, a piece of the new brand set, the Backfire SMG, and one of the other exotics, and just have it be monstrously powerful. But that being said, we weren't doing
purple drops.
Floors, so.
Yeah.
Why? What's with the purple drops?
I do want to point out, Alice,
why is it in the game?
We'll talk about it a little bit mechanically soon, but this SMG has a very unique mechanic where you'll see it. It applies a bleed to you, which is maybe a little strange to deal with, but I'll have Bruce explain it once we get to the new gear and weapons part of the stream, because we have a lot to go through. I've got a couple of minutes left on this footage, and I do want to kind of just keep going through it. Bruce, did you find that
we'll get it, Menderson.
The way that you played was different from how you'd played previous gear sets and weapons?
How the fuck is there a purple drop?
Mechanically
with this gear in particular?
Yeah, with some of the stuff
Who's
that
in
people can
Summit
expect
going for fucking purple, man? Why is it in the game?
I don't normally play a hyper-aggressive up-close and personal build.
What a
I
waste.
sort of tend towards the mid-range assault rifle build. But I also I almost always use some sort of a hybrid build with, where I can rely on myself for some element of self-sustain and or crowd control to give myself a little bit of breathing room and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was satisfying to play with a gear set and exotics that just kind of do all of that in a way, but you have to play full throttle, all gas, no brakes, because the minute where I would get into a situation where I had overextended myself and didn't have an opportunity to either clinch a kill or confirm a kill.
That's floor 11, purple.
Which is one of the exotic effects for the new backpack, and then therefore be able to go pick up that thing that drops from it. You could very easily get yourself into a sticky situation and get yourself plastered. But yeah, it was really fun. I actually really enjoyed playing with it was myself and Adrian and Nikki. Nikki was my pocket healer for most of the run, so having a fixer drone following me constantly, certainly helped.
Nice.
No.
Okay, that's all the footage that I have for right now.
No.
But this is going to be on the PTS very soon. What were you saying? Sorry?
Yep. Oh, there are some questions in the chat that I wanted to respond to.
Please.
Yeah, so there was a question about the factions. So all the Washington, D.C. factions can also appear in Skyscraper. So you'll see the Hyenas, the Shrew Suns, the Black Tusk, and the Outcasts in here. You can also occasionally be ambushed by the Underground, which is pretty terrifying, and it's pretty cool. As far as floors, I saw a question about how big those are. It's between 1 to 3 big encounters per floor. And so the thought process is that a set of 10 floors is close to a stronghold in difficulty. And so the boss at the end of each 10 floors drops loot equivalent to a stronghold. And the XP that you earn is kind of matching that as well. I saw someone asking about getting lost on the floors, and that was something that we actually saw on the playtest we had last Friday. So one of our tech LDs was fixing that, and because this is an earlier build that you're seeing the footage of, and so he was laying out these streets to get the correct marking for where to go.
Just make those diamonds bigger. They're so
the
fucking
building,
small.
It's still a street, which is just a little fun dev insider tip. I don't know if you saw any other questions.
I do want to go back to a point you said before, that there is a bunch of what people are seeing now is from different branches of different builds. So this is from our test server that we had. So the things that people are seeing now is going to be different from the PTS build, and the PTS build will be different from the release build. So please keep that in mind when you see and experience things.
Yeah, I don't want to be bleeding all the time. And I want to rock some SMG play.
Yeah, the team has been really pushing on this, and we're continuing to make updates. Lots of improvements were coming in just today. Yannick pulled me away just from working on things, fixes for the upcoming things as well. Not blaming him for anything. It's really we're working hard.
Middle dude's on his fucking phone. Get off your phone.
Characters have to auto be generated to look like Yannick on the test server.
If he's ever looking down to the left, this motherfucker over here doing this.
You better make it look like me.
Weird conspiracy.
Yes. L Strife's asking, Hamish, don't let them ignore the PvP questions. People want some new PvP modes. We will talk about some PvP changes. There's no PvP mode that we'll be talking about, but Bruce does, I hope, have some changes to talk about to things that will be interesting to PvP players.
Yeah.
I can
address that right now, that for the sake of PTS Phase 1, we really want the focus to be on the new gear and how they behave and work in PvP and PvE,
not
of course.
Right.
But we can talk briefly. I can kind of hint at some of the stuff that's going to be coming.
And
in
Xbox matters.
That's related.
Us consolers, we need to share the love.
Okay. On that note, let's go through the new gear first, and then we'll talk about some PvP stuff. Mackenzie, if there are any things that pop up that you do want to talk about as it pertains to the summit, do let us know. If you stick around with us and see stuff in chat, we'll talk more about that at the end. But new gear and weapons, there's a lot to talk about. I have.
How am I gonna ask?
Over the.
I'm not gonna fuck up the stream, so to ask.
Before we get to the summit,
I would have to break down the window and type through the PlayStation.
If you don't mind, Bruce, is that okay? Or do you want to do the other stuff?
Sorry, I'm looking at Ella chat over in Teams. Did we answer? Sorry, did we address the purple loot that was popping up on screen?
Yes.
No. That's in the lowest difficulty.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. So the footage that you saw was Hamish playing through the first 10 floors, which is normal difficulty.
Nobody wants it though. But just get rid of it. Don't have a drop. Don't have a fucking drop.
Floor 11. I don't know.
I'd rather not see anything than a fucking purple.
That might be a question more for Nikki about loot distribution and that
but
sort of
you
thing.
play.
Yeah, that would be hard difficulty, which
access to PT.
I think could still have purple.
Joe,
I think it's specifically challenging.
If you got the game, I think you need to have warlords. You have to have warlords in New York, and you have to be in game. You have to be level 40, beat Keener.
That you experience on the PTS.
Yeah. And so you have to beat in Keener, so you're at in game. I believe that's
Bruce,
how PTS.
Have dealer's choice. Do you want to go through the season 3
title update 10 worked.
First,
I couldn't do it because I bought it, but I wasn't at in game yet.
Exotics and stuff.
Let's dealer's choice. Or you?
New gear. Let's go.
I'm gonna go with it. All right.
Let's do it live.
I'll do it. How
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
So a new trap, skill variant. Bruce, you know about this one?
New trap skill variant. All right.
The shrapnel trap.
Yeah.
The what?
So
looks cool.
I assume is the reward for the manhunt.
Shrapnel trap.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
This is actually a pretty exciting skill, because this one I worked pretty closely on. So it's kind of
so
like
that's why it's cool.
It does a lot of things and borrows from a lot of different skills. Which might sound odd, but what we wanted to do with the shrapnel trap was not make something so obviously defensive in nature, or we actually wanted to play a little bit with duality. So it's both a defensive tool that you can throw, like the other traps, and then have it deploy. And when it deploys, it creates a minefield of smaller shrapnel mines, basically. So it's an area denial tool. But if you quick deploy it, it's more of a quick response, point blank area of effect cone nuke, because anything that's within the area of the trap's deployment field gets right. Mind, when you throw the shrapnel trap, you're lobbing the big ball, and then the ball lands, and then it pops up into the air like a bouncing Betty mine, and then it explodes and spreads a bunch of smaller mines in the area. But they have sticky bomb behavior, so anything that's within that area of effect will get stuck by the mine. So it's not just you have to step on a mine, or NPCs can only be damaged if they enter the minefield. They can also be damaged if they're within the initial deployment area, and that's obviously the case if you quick deploy it, right? So I don't know if you have any gameplay footage of it in action.
Do it.
I do not.
What?
You do not?
You were just in the fucking summit.
An upcoming stream. Is it on the PTS? I wonder.
Yes, it'll be. So there will be a vendor. I'm not sure which one, but Nikki set it up so that you'll be able to purchase the shrapnel trap on the PTS and take it for a spin. So I think it's pretty exciting because, like I said, it has a bit of a dual nature where you can use it for area denial. Or you can use it as a quick response where, let's say, you're behind some cover and you're engaging some enemies, directly in front of you, and then a rusher comes and surprises you on the flank. You can quick deploy this, and it will basically act like, I'm trying to think of like appropriate analog or analogy. What, like those Diablo, the cone, or the wizards.
How dare you refer to a different game? How do you do that?
So it's like a quick deploy, rapid, offensive skill as well.
Okay.
We
used to have that with the mobile. The mobile cover in Division 1 used to have the...
Maybe like that fat green guy in Street Fighter, do that charge thing, and say anything next to him. He's fucking doing that thing.
That was actually another one of the inspirations.
He's getting that fucking electric shit going.
Kind of like a claymore, essentially.
What was his name?
So yeah, it's pretty neat skill.
Bro,
I think people are gonna like it.
Why they show what the Trev do?
Just Mackenzie, I've turned off your microphone until you have something that you need to say. So just like do a dance when you need to say something. Okay, now let's talk about the Season 3 gear sets.
Season 3 gear sets. Holy shit!
We've got the Hunter's Fury.
Hold up, I got y'all. I got y'all.
Why this is exciting?
This is a pretty exciting gear set because it's probably OP.
Shotgun. SMG damage, yes!
I think people can see the bonuses on the screen. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So the 2-piece bonuses are both SMG and shotgun damage because the flavor here or the fantasy or the call to action is this is an up close and personal gear set.
Fuck yes.
This is for people who like to get up in
in your grill.
Oh,
you can't say that.
So players of Division 1 might sort of maybe see some sort of alliteration there in the title, Hunter's Fury. So Division 1 had the Hunter's Faith gear set, which was a long-range marksman gear set. Hunter's Fury is the sort of polar opposite. This is a gear set.
I see what you did there.
And then the 3-piece bonus is armor on kill and health on kill. So we really want to give you both the opportunity to get up close and personal
and stay,
secure a kill, regain any sort of damage you may have taken in the process, but then once you've got a kill, any enemies that are near your victim, as long as they're within 15 meters, right? So when you're within 15 meters of the enemy, we apply a debuff to them. Essentially, think of it as you radiating an aura of menace that demoralizes the enemy, and any enemies that die within your aura demoralize any of their friends with a disorient, confuse effect, which then ideally you use that opportunity to then kill the next nearest victim and so on, and become the apex predator that you are.
Just to clarify, I saw in the description that it says it will increase your damage. So if I'm applying that, I think it was 15 meters, or that debuff to the enemies, they only take the extra damage from me, correct?
It only applies to you. Yeah.
Right,
you are the hunter or huntress, so only you gain that benefit.
Cool. All right, there are some new weapons as well coming in season.
Jesus, here we go again.
And these each have named versions, do they not?
Yep.
I don't have any examples of this.
Dude, ain't gonna lie, she kind of cute.
Remember what the talent on the named version of this is?
So the named variant of the Card 45 is called the TDI Card Custom, which is a bit of a throwback for anyone who's familiar or has played the Ghost Recon. This is a Future Soldier or Future Soldier 2 or one of the Ghost Recons on back in the day. There was this exact pistol, and because this is a sort of prototype technology, we decided to play with that, and so the named version of this gun, it doesn't have a unique talent, or a perfect talent rather, but when using the pistol, as in when you are holding it in your hands, you get +1 skill tier.
Just to clarify, this is not the named version.
This is the generic.
Oh, so the named.
So the named version of this pistol will give you +1 skill tier. I think people can extrapolate from that the benefit that will, you know,
while
provide.
Equipped.
Yep.
And then there's also the other new weapon that's coming with TU11.
Get my producing skills.
The 612 shotgun.
Nice.
If you have
this
that
one right here.
Yep. This also has a named variant, and the named variants, again, we decided to not go with perfect talents this time, and this shotgun gives you some armor on kills, which is not normally something that's accessible as an attribute on shotguns or any weapons for that matter. So again, I think you might be seeing a pattern here where, you know, we're encouraging you to get up close and personal, have some self-sustain in your build in the form of armor on kill and regen and all that stuff to you know, dominate the battlefield.
You'll be seeing that in the Dark Zone.
Nice. Okay. We've got like more to go. I'm loving doing this stream. I have like this whole thing laid out.
I feel kind of bad that it's free if they need money to survive.
I love talking about it because
we're just getting to the juicy stuff now, so it's cool.
You know, we work on this for months, and then we finally.
I don't want to give them money to survive. So, yeah. If they're gonna die off in January.
Into some of the exotics that people can expect.
Let's do it.
About the backfire.
Sounds like a rocket launcher.
Backfire's pretty unique.
Oh shit! Yeah, what the
gnarly,
fuck?
Spiky, violent-looking thing.
Oh my goodness!
We decided to really lean into that. So, what it does,
dude from Walking Dead.
As you shoot,
what's his name,
and hit the enemy, you're building up
Lucille.
A stack called Payment in Kind, which increases your critical hit damage by 1% per stack. And goes all the way up to 200 stacks. So 200% critical damage.
The mag at 56, baby. Yes.
However, when you reload and you grab that magazine wreathed in barbed wire, you apply a bleed to yourself, and that bleed's damage scales with the number of stacks of critical damage that you have. And I believe it's 0.5% of your total armor per tick of the bleed dot.
I don't like all these numbers.
With 100 stacks, you're going to lose all of
your armor. Are they going to get the balance right?
Over the course of 10 seconds, the duration of bleed. And at 200 stacks, you're going to lose, well, twice that. So this thing can kill you. So that's just something that you need to be mindful of. However, with great power comes great responsibility.
Jesus, did you just say that?
We think that the trade-off is worth it, but there's also obviously ways with, you know, your gear to either mitigate it so it's not as much of a threat, or to just eliminate the bleed entirely through hazard protection and bleed resistance.
Interesting.
And there's various ways of achieving that.
Yeah, I've just rewound the video so people can take another peep at that. On reload, apply a 10-second bleed to yourself, which deals 0.5% armor
so
damage.
So hazard protection.
Yep.
Interesting.
Armor regen.
That is our
kill.
First
or
one.
Wait, so my math is wrong. Sorry. Yeah, at 200 stacks, it's 100% of your armor.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, math. In terms of sources, how is this? How are players going to be able to get their hands on the backfire? Is that something that you know, or is that a Nikki question?
That's a Nikki question, okay. But if I'm not mistaken, it should be on the seasonal track. Okay. As
Mackenzie's nodding.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we got that from Mackenzie. But
I'm being roasted. I'm being roasted for my math. It's late, okay? It's been a long day. There's been a lot of bug fixing and math fixing.
Yannick used to be called Captain Exponential because he got linear and exponential wrong, and it will never ever change.
Some math nerds.
Subject in high school, so probably shouldn't be saying that live on. But hey, it is what it is.
I guess there would be a lot of math nerds in the division with all these stupid numbers.
All right, moving on.
I just want to shoot something. Oh shit! Sorry.
So cool.
Oh my god, what's this?
It's a very cool exotic.
Very cool exotic.
What can you tell us about this one?
This one's All right, so the Memento backpack is interesting because it's interesting for a number of reasons. One of the first reasons that it's interesting is because it doesn't roll with any secondary attributes, but it rolls with 3 cores. So you've got the red core, weapon damage.
Wow,
the
weapon
blue
damage,
core, and you get a skill
armors.
tier.
What the fuck? So you get one?
And what this backpack does, when you kill an enemy, they drop a trophy on the ground at their feet. When you collect the trophy, you're going to receive 2 buffs. The first buff has a short duration, lasts 10 seconds, but the effect scales with the number of cores that you have on your gear. So if you have a all red build, you'll gain 30% weapon damage.
Oh my god.
Or if you have an all blue build, you'll gain 100 or 120% bonus armor.
Do you need it?
And
if
same
you're all
with skill
blue,
tiers. You'll gain
what's
enough. Called skill efficiency. Skill efficiency is a new attribute similar to weapon handling, in that it does many things at once.
Haste,
so
skill damage,
increases your accuracy, stability, reload speed, and weapon swap speed. Skill efficiency. 1% skill efficiency is 1% skill damage, skill haste, skill repair, status effects, skill health, and I might be forgetting one. So it's just a big grab bag of all the things that you could possibly want as a skill user. And so really what we're trying to do here is embrace this is the ultimate hybrid exotic, right? This is an exotic that works with any build. However, you're going to have to, one, earn the trophies. You got to get the kill, and then you're going to have to
you have to get the kill.
But I think, you get a significant effect when you do this. Secondly, for every trophy that you pick up, you get a long-term buff effect that lasts 300 seconds or 5 minutes. I think my math is right there.
It is. You're good.
Yeah. That lasts 300 seconds and gives you
just say 5 minutes.
1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen per stack, stacking up to 30 times. The goal or the intention here is that if you're fighting a boss, for example, and you've killed all of the minions and there's no more trophies for you to pick up, ideally you've accrued a pretty significant buff, right? That essentially acts like a short duration buff effect, but persistently. But they stack. So what you can also do is kill minions and make sure that you just pick up each individual trophy.
I like to kill those little critters, man. Right? They're cute.
To maintain both effects, meaning you could have 60% weapon damage. Well, if you were 6 red, you'd have 60% weapon damage, 20% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency on that pickup. But if you're some sort of a hybrid or combination therein, you'd have, those effects at their values.
Yeah.
Dude,
cool.
So
Mackenzie needs to fill in that fucking bookshelf, man.
Immediately wrap
Look
your
at
head
that
around,
to the right of his head.
And we're still figuring out how exactly to word that whole talent on the talent tooltip in the UI, because it's a bit of a, like I said, it's a bit of a mouthful. But yeah, we're excited for people to give it a spin on the PTS.
See what just happened there?
I'm seeing a lot of things in chat. Solid
All
G
this
saying,
talking.
best in slot, this is so cool. Death119, taste that rainbow. Is this a little bit of a dig at you having some like internal conflicts, like, we're gonna fix rainbow loot and then just make this god rainbow loot?
Wasn't that a rumor anyway?
I mean, I'm all for it. That looks cool. All right, cool.
And if it's a rumor, that means it got leaked still. There's still a fucking leak. They're still doing it.
Way, I'm very excited for it. It's very cool. We have more. Let's keep going. So.
And then.
Let's do the chess piece next.
Chess piece.
Mackenzie wants to talk. I'm going to turn you on. Go for gold.
Question,
Hi.
Mr. Hamish.
The chest piece, we're talking about the one that you unlock from completing the summit, right?
Ooh, yes.
There's your answer, Edwin.
Well, you should chime in on this because.
Yes, I was trying to do a clever segue there.
That was a nice.
What do we got here?
So I'm not going to talk about the gear piece itself, but I was just going to mention that the way to earn this is by getting to the 100th floor of the summit, and you'll unlock a quest. If you've completed that quest, you'll be able to craft this, if I'm understanding it correctly from what Nikki has told me and what we've seen. So it's you need to really get good at the summit and play that a lot to be able to unlock this one.
Oh, I will, and I shall.
Bruce, what can you tell us about what this is? You'll also notice that I've chopped off the name of it because on this build, it's actually the wrong name. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
so
it's
this is
called. General Ridgeway
this exotic is called Ridgeway's Pride.
Okay.
And the idea here is to once again sort of, as you guys can see, there's a lot of sort of synergy here in terms of the close range, close combat, you know, hunter predator fantasy. So
I know, right?
You know,
they made a god roll for them.
For players who want to be both offensive but then also have a defensive tool, we created this exotic with the talent called Bleeding Edge.
This is going with my SMG, baby.
To any enemy that you shoot with your weapon when they're within 10 meters. So again, this synergizes really well with the new gear set. This synergizes really well with Adrenaline Rush, right? So you know, whenever if you're building a build that's going to operate within the 10 meters or less spectrum, like this is definitely something that you should consider using, because anytime you're within 10 meters of an enemy that's bleeding, you're going to gain armor regen, and it goes quite high. If you've got one bleeding enemy, it's 1% armor regen. If there's two, it's 4%. If there's five, it's 25%?
25%, yeah.
25% armor regen per second. So if you can hit 5 targets and they're within 10 meters of you and they're all bleeding, you're going to regenerate 25% of your armor every second. But I mean, I challenge you to, you know, if you could pull that off, great. You deserve to have that much self-sustain.
That'd be easy in missions, not for raids.
Isn't necessarily going to go easy on you. And
not for legendaries,
content,
not
that's
for
certainly
PvP.
A risky proposition. But I think there's definitely players out there who are going to be able to make use of this.
Yeah, especially in PvP. If you want to face tank like 5 other dudes and you can make it happen.
Where do you see 5 other dudes?
That's, I mean, good luck, but I don't know. Maybe there's something there. We will see on the PTS.
Do our squad mates count?
So I see a lot of people are like, you know, Monka S or not like this status effects PvP. Keep in mind that we are doubling the strength of resistance mods, defensive resistance mods in TU11. So if you have a bleed resistance mod currently on live, if you have it at 10%, which is the live value, the maximum value
What's
online,
it gonna be?
in TU11 it's going to be up to 20%. And you know, we recently buffed the booster hive to provide, you know, status effect resistance and cleanses. So I think, you know, there's tools in the player's toolbox that they can use to either capitalize on these effects or mitigate it as much as they can. So, you know, just a slight sort of acknowledgement of the PvP players and their concerns. We're aware, and this is an opportunity to test these weapons.
Got one shot.
And exotics
one
on the
opportunity.
PTS. Give me your feedback. You know, my DMs are always open. Blow them
Are
up.
they?
Yes.
You
on
got
Twitter.
DMs open?
My DMs are open. Yeah.
That's dangerous, man. You live on the edge.
I live on the bleeding edge.
Oh,
Me and Ridgeway.
All right. I just want to get to the new Bellstone Armory.
Uh-oh.
Real quick.
Here we go.
What can you tell us about this new brand
This is
set?
This is a new brand set that's coming with D11 in Season 3. It's a defensive brand set, no surprise. And the bonuses. One piece is 1% armor regen,
Dude,
and then armor on kill and incoming repairs.
Two piece
again,
for sure.
this is a design for the more aggressive, up close and personal player who's looking for, survivability in the way of self-sustain and more independent. Less reliance on a healer or a dedicated healer or some sort of hybrid therein.
Cool. I see some people already being a little bit split on what this would mean. Someone says, U've Beerman says useless set. Someone says, literally the person straight above them, it's just Hop says, this is the brand set I've been waiting for. Yeah, you go. More options for whatever you like.
Yeah, and there's two, of course, there's two named gear pieces that will be coming with Season 3. I don't think we have images or slides for those, do we?
No, I'm
Liquid Engineer and Everyday Carrier. So they'll come with two new perfect talents. The chest piece has perfectly efficient. So that's the armor kit refund talent with a 50% chance to not consume your armor kit on use. The perfect version is a 75% chance. And then the other perfect talent is perfect bloodsucker. So it goes from 10% bonus armor on kill to 12%.
12?
Cool.
And again, these are talents that worked really well. This brand set 15. And those talents and Memento and Ridgeway's Pride, they work great in conjunction with Backfire, which, as you guys know, has a pretty spicy meatball in terms of it, kind of.
But I would want perfect adrenaline rush, man. I'm gonna be up in that ass.
Around that as much as possible. And I think we're, hopefully giving some of those tools.
Nice. There is apparently an image for like a nice, pretty image.
Nah, maybe you would like Bloodsucker.
Ridgeway chest piece. I didn't. It failed to transfer to my machine that I'm running the stream on, but I was going to grab it for
Bloodsucker
us, so
would work.
And I'll show that off soon because the more pretty stuff is always great. Bruce, did you have anything else you wanted to say to the PvP community about some changes they might be interested in coming up with the PTS?
Yeah, so PTS Phase 2 is going to have some balance adjustments. I've already mentioned this on Twitter, but for anyone who doesn't follow me on Twitter, at BruceWK.
Selfish plug!
So Riot Foam base duration is going to go from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. The Firewall burn on armor break specialization talent for the Firewall. We're going to remove the burn effect in PvP. So if you break someone's armor, you won't be set on fire. What else I got here? The changes to pistol, rifle, and marksman damage that was done during it was a 10.1 server patch. Going to be revisiting those numbers after deliberating on it and discussing it with the community and getting feedback. While we accomplished the objective of removing the one shot to the toe builds or one shot crotch builds, it was a little bit too heavy-handed on lowering the overall damage of those weapon classes or types. So I'm going to be revisiting that. And yeah, so I don't want to get into too many specifics because, again, it's still work in progress. There's still testing to be done.
Why was it this guy on all these State of the Games?
There's some other
He's
stuff.
He's the one who's working the fucking
Shields,
balancings.
Will be taking a little bit more damage in PvP. What else? Sorry, I'm looking at like my notes here.
Oh, take it from the dome, dude.
I just want to see if there's anything else that I can risk dropping. No, I think we'll leave it there for now, and then we can we'll have more information coming up in the next couple of weeks. Or week.
We're like way over time, but I did say this one would go long. There is one thing I want to follow up on about the Rainbow Loot stuff that Nikki talked about in previous weeks. If you follow Nikki or Addison on Twitter, you would have seen that he's made some adjustments to what will be on the PTS. So following feedback from last week's State of the Game,
I have
we
to
decided
follow
move away
motherfuckers
from
on
a
Twitter to
100%
keep up
chance
with
to
this
match the
game?
core
Fuck
attribute.
that noise.
And we'll be adjusting that PTS to make sure it's on the PTS to make
Ain't
sure
nobody got time for that.
So I don't know exactly what that value will
I
be.
hate
If
social
it's
media.
50% chance, a 90% chance, you know, something in between, or anything. So this will alleviate the issue of rainbow rolls while also allowing for a wider range of builds. But as always, make sure that you give your feedback on the PTS
PC players.
You experience it. Speaking of, you will have seen down below that the PTS date has been put in there by Johan of September 4th, which is Friday.
Alright, I got time to beat Keener.
We have
The grind will be on Thursday.
All the new TU11 content will be on there, including the summit, the new skill variant, the shrapnel trap, which will be in the live version, the reward from season 3
God, I'm a suck
Manhunt.
on PC. I'm gonna plug in that
The actual
PlayStation
manhunts
controller.
won't be able to be experienced on the PTS. But please do give us your feedback. There is, oh, and now I can show that image. We did say there's, well, we showed a bunch of new stuff that's coming, but I just want to go back to the exotics because those are the fancy things. We have the back exotic, which we showed some gameplay of a little bit earlier. We also have the Memento.
Oh,
exotic
just a
backpack,
recap.
which you can experience on the PTS. I love that the Hunter mask is in there as well. It's very much that Hunter fantasy, which I'm super into. And then the Ridgeway's Pride exotic chess piece, which looks
Idris Elba
super sick.
at age 60.
So I imagine people are going to be getting their Hunter like in-game cosplays running, which I'm super into. So do share those with us. So yes, PTS is on
And it's
Friday,
free!
So that's
We
pretty
thought it cost
fancy.
money, or at least I did. But it's
Season
free!
2 is
It's all
also
free.
Continuing right now.
Ain't that something?
So I want
But I hear they're broke, and I want to support them. How can we just throw money?
I started to the Titan
How
League
about
is
10
available.
bucks for something? I'll buy season 3 stupid
Most of the
apparel
activities
thing.
there. I think we also have the rewards.
Alright, why are we covering
Have a look at those.
the league?
It runs for 2 weeks, and you can get stuck into it as of yesterday. What's Bruce's Twitter? Bruce WK, correct? Bruce.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna.
I have no relation to Andrew WK.
Really? I'm just gonna put a link in.
Don't know who
so
that
people
is.
can spam you. There you go. I put it in chat. His DMs are open. Look. Do not.
Don't make me regret it, chat.
Don't make Bruce regret it. This is I used to, and then
Yeah,
I
bro, better be
had to
black tie.
stop. So be nice to Bruce, please. Otherwise, he's going to he's going to delete his Twitter account, and you'll never see him again. That's definitely what'll happen. Mackenzie, was there anything that you saw that you wanted to address and bring up?
Yes. Yep. So I have a few questions I saw in the chat. You already mentioned that the summit will be in the PTS. It will be the entire summit, so you will be able to go all the way up
Legendary.
to 400 and just see everything, give as much back as you can. We're really looking forward. Another thing that I saw some confusion about how the floors work. So once you
Beat a boss.
go up to a certain floor, you can always select any floors, any rally point below that to start at again. So if you make it all the way up to floor 70, you can restart at 50 or 40 or 70 or whatever. Yeah, if we bring up the elevator here, this will probably help explain it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that
if we
helps.
pause here, you'll see these are your options of where to start at. 1, 11, 21, etc. And once you unlock one of these, you can restart again. There's also, if you really like a set of floors, say that you like playing 41 to 50, once you kill the boss at floor 50, you'll get to this same elevator menu and you can go back down to 41 again. And so it's really built to let you play specifically the way that you want to. And so you can just kind of grind the difficulty that you specifically want.
Remember, before you get to the summit, set your
the
goddamn global difficulty to
Floors,
normal.
Really set the difficulty here. So if you have your global difficulty set to something else, that's ignored within the summit.
Is it?
Specifically looks at what you select
Is it though?
with the elevator. And the summit, as far as on the mega map, it shows in New York. And so you can teleport to it from there.
Oh my god, you have to go to New York first.
Yeah, I think that's the
extra loading screens to get to the goddamn game. Is he racist?
Like, we're working on the objectives, and there's a lot of stuff that we're looking at with the PTS to see what people think. Boy. And the way that we built the summit is really dynamic, and so we're really excited to be able to keep on improving it and adding new things where we can.
Cool. There's a couple of questions that I saw. Will people ever run across the White Tusk in the upper legendary levels?
Yes. So the legendary that you see there are the White Tusk.
Hell yeah.
And so that's from floors 81 up to 100.
Cool.
And yeah, I saw some comments asking about this video here. On the lower floors, just floor 1 to 10, currently it's just the Rikers and Cleaners. That's the normal floor set, and it's kind of more of you might notice that at the lower floor, specifically these normal floors, that there's less. We try to make it not as challenging, kind of like we would in a normal main mission. So what you'll see is a bit limited. And so you'll see a bit more stuff as you go higher up in the floors as far as like exotic elements of combat.
Well, I have a couple of other questions I want to get to. Lazarus Knight was asking,
is there a reset on Summit?
Can they join them, or does your
personal course they can.
Is that taken into account?
You can join them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to make
dumb.
it as easy to.
That would have been dumb to not allow it.
Play what you want. So yeah, if you have friends up higher, you can just hop to them.
Okay, just to clarify also the checkpoints, is level 100 a checkpoint? Or
it is not. No.
Not, so
you have to start at 90?
Back at 91, correct?
Yeah, 91.
Correct, yes. And
is there a
reset,
though?
About checkpointing. When you die...
Per season, maybe?
There's a specific...
I guess there's no need to reset it.
At the last elevator.
Why make us go through the first 50 levels?
Every 3 floors. And so, like, if you were to die on floor 8, you'll respawn at floor 7. So there is, that's something to keep in mind. But that goes all the way up the entire building. Even in Legendary, you'll still have that be able to respawn every 3 floors. And on boss floors as well, there's a checkpoint. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and people, again, you can experience this on the PTS starting on Friday. And we definitely need your feedback. I know Mackenzie and Bruce will probably be on the forums checking out everything. So make sure you give them good, concise feedback. And we'll be watching streams and all that sort of stuff as well. Bruce and Mackenzie, if you can just keep an eye on chat and see if there's anything that you do want to acknowledge. I want to throw over to some agent highlights because I have a couple of really cool ones this week. I am particularly impressed with the topical nature of our first agent highlight from
let's get out of here, stop recording,
CVB,
get over here, go to select, and to the AAR screen. And let me just cut off their noise. There we go. Well, that was their fucking big fucking street of the game. The state of the game. Addressing title update 11, skyscraper, all the new gear, the exotics. A lot of shit coming, and it's fucking free. I don't know how I feel about that right now. I know we kind of deserve some shit thrown our way, but according to what I heard last night, TD2 needs a little support financially because they haven't made their money back or some shit, and so by January they could be possibly not supporting anymore. But at the same time, PlayStation 5's out at that time. I don't know. Thanks for the follow there, Manuel. Oh, dude, if your name was fucking Z-Man, dude, That's the easiest fucking nickname ever. Z-Man? Anyway. It's fucking free. I don't know how I feel about this, man. I know a lot of people fucking always accept free, but I don't know. I gotta look into this January situation with the support they need. Huh. But it's free. So good news to everybody. PTS starts Friday, which is the 4th. September 4th is the PTS. Of course, that's PC only. They get to play the summit and get the new exotics and all that. So I'm going to be grinding tomorrow to get the Keener on the PC. Of course, plugging in my PlayStation controller. And I'll PTS it with the control. Yes! I'll PTS it with the controller so I could be a console gamer representative. Anyway. Shit, there's so much. I should have been writing shit down. Fuck me. God damn it, I'm stupid. I should have wrote that shit down. All I know is I'm looking forward to is making that up in your face SMG build. I'm pretty sure people have already goddamn worked it out in their head what builds. I don't get that deep into the game. I really don't care. I piece it together by just visualizing everything. It's not all up here. I don't. Yeah, the whole gear, the building thing's not my cup of tea. Mine is give me a weapon and shoot it. Cup of tea. Black Rifle coffee. It's good coffee, by the way. I never tried it though. That seems to be about it. I mean, they've practically recapped it there at the end, so I don't need to. And I got a lot to do today. I got a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this over with. I'm still debating whether or not to make a video out of it, but I don't have that time today. I got to go do work. But I want to make a video. Fuck it, I'll put... that's not y'all's problem, that's my problem. Let's get the fuck on with the day. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, the likes, the follows, the payday. Thank you, Bianca. We'll be getting some raids in tonight. So tonight's stream, raid, and possibly DUA for the weekly legendary. I kind of want to knock a lot of shit out, so that way tomorrow I could take a day off from the PlayStation and get to the go to the PC and get Keener done. That way I can participate in the PTS. So, yeah. So much shit to do. Thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for all the support. And as always, I say peace.